Hey guys, welcome to the Real Life with QueenV show. Okay, you guys, give me just a little bit. Let me get people in. Let me get people in. You guys, they restricted my account from sharing links. So I have to think outside the box and still get people in here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hello, messenger. Welcome, type of thing. So you guys, I would appreciate if you just share, because today I can't do it like how I usually do it. Let's see. All right. Okay. Anyways, you guys. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Happy new month, you guys. Can you believe it's May already? Oh my goodness. School's almost out. You know what that means? There goes the kids. Thank God for daycare, right? I'm just kidding. All right, you guys. Don't forget to keep your foot on the gas. Achieve all those goals this month. It is a new month. That means you can lay out the new goals for the month. So if you didn't achieve them last month, you can do it this month. Okay. You can and you will. Okay. Positive vibes only. Okay. Speaking about positive vibes only. I have a wonderful, dope special guest. And I mean, he does it all. He's a songwriter, actor, model, screenwriter, director, I mean, does it all, So it's like, how did you get the game? How did you become so successful? And it's like, what kept you motivated and to keep pushing? Because he does it all. All right, so let's welcome Marcellus to the stage. Hello, welcome.
Hello. How are you?
How are you? Good. Okay, so introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself.
All right, guys. My name is Marcellus. Like she said, I am a writer, a film writer. I am a songwriter, director, a music artist, and also a producer. And yeah,
All
that's
right. Perfect.
Marcellus.
So where did it all begin? Like, how old were you?
Oh man, I started acting and singing at the age of 6. I found my talent in church. Um, yeah, I all started in church, man. I saw a piano and I was curious. I was like, man, it sounds good. Being in church with your mom and sit
Yeah.
in the crowd. And uh, went over to the keyboard and found my talent. And I became a pianist at a very young age. A very young age. That's where it all
Okay.
started.
Now, how old were you when you became a
I,
pianist?
I was 6. I
Okay.
became professional at 12. Yep,
At 12. So
12
how
years
long
old.
did how much work did you have to put in to become so successful? At,
Man,
the- at that age, talk about discipline.
yo, I was consistent, man. The pastor we couldn't afford it back then, but the pastor saw it. He saw the talent in me, man. He saw the gift, and
Yeah.
he purchased a keyboard about that big. He brought it to my mom's house and said, "Listen, I want you to practice every single day. You better not stop. And when you come back to church, I want to hear your very first song." And that's exactly how it happened. I was consistent at a young age. My mom stayed on top of me too, man. Mom was like, "Nah, put that game down, son."
For sure.
The
Got
pastor.
bomb talent, for sure.
Oh yeah, I
Just
appreciate
as
that.
I'm so proud of you, big brother. The Clay Family Enterprise Incorporated. Yes. You're doing so well, Marcellus. Most definitely, most definitely. Okay, so who inspired you? I mean, you do it all. So who inspired you?
Oh man. To be honest with you, my older brother.
Okay.
My older brother did, man. He introduced me to a lot of music growing up. And there was a lot of things I didn't understand about certain music, rock music and pop, and we grew up on old school R&B. You know what I'm saying? James Brown and the old school gospel and stuff like that. But he's
Okay.
the one who introduced me to all the new music around the world, and that's what really got me, that's what really got me involved in everything, man. I was like, you know what? I love all this. I want my hands in everything, you know?
Everything. Okay. That's what's up. So when did you start being a songwriter?
Oh, right in middle school, I had a heartbreak.
Middle
Yeah, middle school, man. I had a heartbreak, and I didn't know how to express myself.
school.
And I got a pen and pencil one day, and I was angry, and I was like, you know what? Instead of taking my anger on the person who made me angry, I'm going to write this on a piece of paper. I got my keyboard, and I said, you know what? Let me think about this. let me think about this, and it came together, and it was a masterpiece, man. And that's how I started in middle
Okay.
school.
That's perfect. Okay. Nice. Middle school. You had a lot of discipline, a lot of determination as a kid because middle school,
Oh yeah,
elementary, I mean, you were doing big things.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Started young.
What separated you from saying I want to do this, as a kid versus, you know what I'm saying, playing in dirt, doing things with
Well, I saw, to be honest with you, man, it was the how can I say this? It was my surroundings. I saw other kids get in trouble. I got in trouble once, got a whooping. I said, you know what? No, never again.
Man.
I can't do that. No. And
I got once got a whooping was like never again.
Yeah, never again, man. I really didn't have many friends growing up. I was a heavyset kid, and a lot of kids didn't understand my talent. You know what I'm saying? And I never got any support. So, but the church supported me, and when they started supporting me, I was like, you know what? The outside is no good for me. Let me stay inside, stay concentrated. So I know for a fact that my future is going to be big and bright.
For sure.
Yeah, that's one of the main ones.
Okay, so what about like actor, model? Like, how did it all come into play? Like, did you start like as a model first, and you were like, I want to dig into?
So it started, man. It's a beautiful story. It started. Remember, all the brothers started singing together. Once we started singing together, I started seeing a lot of different other talents out there in the world. I found modeling. I told at a young age I was handsome. You know, the people used to encourage me. Oh, you're handsome. You're a heavy set, but you're handsome and cute. You should start modeling. So I always got encouraged by modeling. Now I love modeling. That's to me. That's always been number one. You know what I'm saying? I love walking on runways. Showing different outfits and clothing brands, and that's my thing. So I did that for a couple of years, and then I started acting. My mother started taking me to like these big auditions that came from Hollywood to either Louisiana to Texas. And then I got accepted, and this guy told me, he boosted me up. He was like, "Yo, man, you're a great looking actor, man. You're gonna be a next Will Smith." I was like, "Yeah." So after that whole little thing I did, I started as a kid actor, and then I stopped for a while because I went to American Idol. And after I did American Idol, I got back into the whole acting.
How was it trying out for American Idol?
Oh man, it was wild, man. I made it to the second round, and I got let go on the second round.
I was just gonna ask you, how far did you begin?
It was Victoria. It was an amazing experience. It was amazing, but I hate to say it's a live stream for the ones who are watching. If you have dreams, let me tell you something. These TV shows are not it. They're not it. The best way to, it's not
Victoria. They're fumbling the bag. They're lying.
Yeah, man. This is really that's how they make their money. They get these talents, and especially the real good talents. They'll bring you in, and then if they don't like the way you look, they'll tell you like, okay, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have you to go in like a clown. We're gonna have you to make people laugh. You know what I'm saying? You just don't have the look we're looking for. That's why Jennifer Hudson didn't win. That's why there was a lot of talented singers that didn't win. Jennifer Hudson? No.
Ruben Studdard. I know Jennifer didn't.
Yeah, Ruben Studdard, he won. Yeah, he did win. That's when it was real. That was one of him and Kelly Clarkson was one of the first ones. That's when it was real. But once they started making billions of dollars,
they got we can make this.
Man, that was it. So I'm gonna tell you something. It actually broke my heart though while I went through American Idol, but it was an amazing experience. Definitely amazing experience.
Jess Love said, "My big brother plays no games. He is literally the real definition of a jack of all trades." Oh yeah. Period. I definitely agree, Jess. She says he's better than all them actors. Agree.
Oh my
God. Okay, so what's your favorite, like out of all that you do?
To be honest with you, honestly, writing and directing, man. I love to see other actors. I love helping other actors. The best thing about writing and directing is how can I say this? When I audition people, or when I audition actors, something like that, I love to see how they portray the character. You know what I'm saying? I love, like, same way we love watching movies, right? Denzel's one of my favorite actors. Will Smith was one of my favorite actors. We watch those movies because it's entertaining. So when I write these scripts, the way I do things is, hey, I have an audition. I put it online. They come in, they send a resume. I'll take a look at it. If they look, they look interesting, especially for the character. And when they come in and audition for it, I love to see that star power. I love it, Victoria. And that's I'm telling you, man, it's joyful and it's beautiful. And I'm the type of guy I love to change lives. You know what I'm saying? But the power's in that pen and here. I'm telling you, it's here, man. And so that's one of the reasons I put directing first, writing, directing first.
Okay. And so then what was the easiest to learn, like out of all of them?
Out of everything in the entertainment world, the easiest thing to learn was music. Oh, music is very easy. I mean, it's in the heart, you know what I'm saying? But the hardest thing was the, as of right now, I'm working on Miss Parker, and it's I'm gonna tell you something, it's easy, but it's hard because it's a lot. It's a lot of scripts. It's a lot of scenes. So I have to take my time to make sure that each scene is right. You know what I'm saying? And you have to go back and pre-read. And matter of fact, I'm sorry, I go back. I think I pre-read maybe like 7 to 8 times. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the hardest thing, but I love it though, Victoria.
You love
I
it?
love it.
Okay.
Yes, I love it.
So are there different days and different ways like you like to create, or is it just like always go mode, or you like decide like today I'm just, you know, practicing modeling today, or today I'm just writing, or I'm directing, or is it every day you touch on it?
I love that question, girl. I love that question. I've never been asked that. And it's crazy. I actually had one of the moments today. I was like, what should I do? Should I, you know, I'm actually writing episode 2 for Miss Parker. Episode 1 is already done.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm writing episode 2, but I got to one of the moments where I was like, should I, you know, should I keep writing and take a break and focus on one of these songs I'm doing for a movie, or should I? I got kind of lost today, but I actually jumped back on, you know, finishing up Miss Parker episode 2 because it has to be finished. So that's my goal right now, is to get episode 2 finished.
Okay.
Yes,
so that's what you work on every day.
Every day, every single day.
Perfect. Okay. Nice.
Yes, ma'am.
What keeps you like disciplined? Because you know life be happening. You got to do your daily dues. You know, you're a full-time dad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you discipline yourself to say I still have to get this done? Because it's so easy to be like, you know what, I've done 12 hours today. I'm gonna hit this pillow and call it a good day. You know what I'm saying? But what makes you say, you know what, I'm gonna end up with 3 hours of sleep tonight, you know, instead of 6, so that I can get this done?
My children.
Okay, for sure.
My babies, man. I look, when I look at them, Victoria, they my biggest motivation. I promise you, man. I wake up every morning, every night before I go to bed. I give them hugs and kisses, man. And my kids tell me they won't. I'm telling you, they my biggest motivators, man. My daughter tell me every day, Daddy, did you finish episode 2? Daddy. So that's motivation for me, man. And then just the fact how they hug me and tell me they're proud of me. That's all I need, man. That's all I need.
He's the king. He won't always do what he gotta do. Thanks.
Baby sister.
Okay, so how do you feel about so where were you always the best in each, like, so what were you the best in out of each category? What was it like, this is a talent, like I don't really have to like practice a lot, like this is like I got it in the bag, versus the other ones where you were like, okay, look, I gotta study, I gotta really practice this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would say music is easy. And the reason I say music is easy because I've been in the industry for 17 years. No, I'm sorry, 20 years. I've been making music. So now it's more focused on the acting and the directing. So I got the acting now. I feel like if you give me a script right now, man, give me 2 hours to read this script, I promise you, man, I can bring that character alive, man.
And then what about memorized?
Yeah. Now, okay, so that was one of the biggest issues I had.
I can't remember that line.
Yeah, so this is a script, right? So if you go to an audition, right? So if I say, hey, Victoria, I need you to act out this scene, I'm gonna give you 3 hours. Your job is to memorize this entire script. That's hard.
And put personality. Don't forget to smile. Do all that. They're gonna let you do it like 2 times after that. It's over with.
It's over with.
Like, you know.
But I'm gonna tell you something. It's joyful. When I tell you it's life changing, it's joyful, man. I've seen scripts get a lot of kids off streets. I've seen teenagers turn life around just by saying, "Oh, I'm involved in the show. You know, I'm an extra." You know what I'm saying? So acting can change your life. I mean, it can be
those people that they are like also pumped up about like acting. They made the cut, but when they make the cut, they get behind that closed door and they asking for that $5,000. Now they ain't made the cut no more.
Yep, that happens.
How do you feel about that? Because I feel like it's a money thing. So it's like Sarah has the $5,000, but Billy doesn't. But Sarah sucks, but Billy doesn't. And Billy doesn't get to do it, but Sarah gets to move all the way to Disney World, and they pay her way through, and they train her, which you can be trainable. I mean, you know, after so many times and so much money, yeah, she's got it.
I'm gonna say it to me, it's not right.
Yeah.
We started my company last year. We finally a corporation now. And when it comes to my films, I mean, and I have tons of films that I'm gonna start auditioning for more films here. Besides Mamacita and the other stuff written on Miss Parker and stuff like that. But I have more films I'm gonna start auditioning for. But I'm gonna tell you what I look for. I look for confidence and I look for talent. looks, I don't care about looks. You know what I'm saying? My thing is I met a lot of people who have the dream, but don't have that burn. And by burn means that they won't try. You know what I'm saying? They think that it's easy. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. And there's no favoritism. There's no favoritism, man. And some companies, you know, out there in Hollywood, I'm sure there is, but when it comes to independency, there's no favoritism, man. It's all about talent. It's all about having confidence.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Sure. Okay. So what strengths do you think make a great artist?
Artists is just like everything. Music.
Music, really.
Good strengths to have to make an artist.
I'm big on I said, because you do it all. You know, you up there in the, you know, you got it all. You got the acting plus the singing plus, you know, you're spinning the girl, twirling the twirling the stuff that they decorating the shit with, catching it. I'm like, oh Lord, he done made a whole scene in one. Like, I need to figure out what he's been doing and you know what strengths that he have because
let me see. I'm gonna say this. I used to get discouraged a lot. And I used to worry about what other people think. That's number one. Yeah. If you ever, I mean, I see a lot of kids out here. I see a lot of people our ages, man, who, let me see what they think. Let me see what they think.
It's a lot. They live in their life behind it. I mean, these people is probably eating Cheetos at nighttime, you know, because they wanted to get the best J's and wear, you know, the new outfit out to impress Sally or Susie, who, you know, sleeping on their grandma's couch. But you wouldn't know because of what they present, you know, through the book. And it's crazy to me.
It's crazy, man. And I've seen it all, Victoria. I've seen it all. When I tell you, I've been to different production companies. I've been to different sets. And I've learned so much just behind the scenes. It's crazy out there. And I just tell people, especially newcomers, man, who just starting out writing, who's building that confidence to, hey, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people, man, I'm big on prayer. You know, before you make a major step like that, pray, man. Yeah. Pray. A lot of people are afraid to pray. It's not hard to just close your eyes.
They feel like they don't need it, or you know, just because when they prayed for something that didn't happen, well, you can't pray for you know, $100,000 and you ain't ready for it, nor have you worked for it. You know, you got to put in that work to receive the blessing too. If that's the case, wouldn't we all be where we want it to be if we could just
boom.
They don't understand. Exactly. It's like they don't process that. But it's like, okay, you went to school, didn't you? Like, come on now.
And I hope a lot of people who's watching this right now, man, I hope y'all listening, because I know a lot of y'all right now want to be actors, singers, directors, and want to start your own company, man. I'm telling y'all, you just have to just pray about it first before you make a major step like that, because when it comes to business, you have to have your business in order. You have to. I'm telling you, it will not prosper without having your business in order.
For sure. And that's another thing that's super important. Okay. Yep. So if you could collab with anybody, who would it be and why?
Ooh. Okay. All right. Good question. All right. So when it comes to filming, I'm going to Hollywood. So I mean, independent people, I really don't know too many independent filmmakers out here, but I'm going to Hollywood because I've actually spoken to a couple of people, but I always want to work with Mel Gibson. You know, he's the director now. And he's the one who made The Passion of Christ. But his work ethic, Mel Gibson, man. He has a school. So he's actually accepting people like me to go into his school. Yes. So I've been praying on that, man. I'm trying to get into that school because I'm like, yo, if I get to that school and get a chance to meet him, I know he'd be able to see my talent in all these short films I have. It's a wrap.
Diego said just for sure, Jess. And then it says everyone's gonna know his name. He said for sure, Jess. If God is for you, who can stand against you? Say that again if you don't say that again. And I guess that's where people you can tell that they're kind of faith that they have. Like obviously you're not walking the walk, and a lot of people love to talk that talk, but they can't put that. They can't match that shit, boy.
Like, and let me tell you something too. I want to tell the fans, man, you have to learn to surround yourself around people who are motivated, because you never know who's in your circle, you know, that's praying against you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially if you're not right with God, man. Oh my God, that person will bring you so far down, man. It's the worst feeling in the world. So, you know, just make sure you know, watch your surroundings, man, and put yourself around people who are successful. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be able to feed you the right way, or to do the right things, and put it like that. You know, so it's basically going to guide you the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had that, you know, coming up in the game, man. I had a lot of people, man, that stood me wrong, man, gave me wrong information on purpose, and then want to see me succeed. And I was like, oh man, why's this happening to me? So you just have to be careful who you have in your circle.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's like you see your signs. We see our signs, and sometimes we don't want to admit the signs. So therefore, well, it's like you're not ready yet. You're not ready for this blessing. So okay, we can play a little longer because I already wrote the story. So you want to play, we can play. You got until this day because that's when time's up. So is you're gonna accomplish it or you're not. It's up to you.
Right.
Because we see the signs. We can all sit back and be like, man, I remember when that day happened. I remember if I would have left that day or if I would have changed that day, this wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And but you'd be like, let me see if I can hold on a little longer. If I do this one more time, and one more time is like
long time.
Yeah. Okay, man, because boy. Okay. And how do you feel like the internet has impacted the music business? How do you feel about it?
Horribly. I mean, we've been honest, right?
Yeah, we've
been honest, right? Horribly. And the reason why, the reason why I say that, man, because I've seen, I'm older. I'm not afraid to say it no more. I used to be scared to say my age, man, but I'm not afraid to say it no more. And I'm gonna say this, man, because I do have a younger generation who look up to me. And I'm gonna say this: they say the internet helps us nowadays. The internet causes drama, man. The world needs healing, and all this crap with Chris Brown is all because of the internet. We didn't have internet, you wouldn't know about this bull crap. You know what I'm saying? They'll just be making music, selling CDs. You know what I'm saying? So
we focus on what's really going on in the world today.
Exactly, man. Don't nobody care about this dude sleeping with your girl, man. Come on, man. We got people dying and I forgot. I'm sorry. What's that city, man? We just talked about this earlier. We were discussing, but it's so much going on in the world. Like the internet is
high. Groceries is high. The elders. They're struggling. I do Medicare every day, so it's like talking to them, and it's like they have nothing, and it's like they work all this time. Like I have this. I mean, everything's so expensive. You got to think back when they were putting back in the money they're for okay. They weren't thinking about the thing of strawberry was going to be $25. I'm exaggerating, but it seems that way.
Yeah.
So it's
and it don't help us. It don't help. It don't help at all. I mean, you might.
The internet does. I feel like is do out lying. Get your $1,400 stimulus check today just to click on the button, and it's like, do y'all get paid for people to click on these ads for because it's like
they do. They get paid. Yes, ma'am. If you click that, they get paid. They do. Yes, ma'am.
They have to because it's like y'all doing this too much, and it's a lot. Clear.
Yeah.
Because if everybody was getting $1,400 checks, you don't have to worry about the ad. They're gonna start talking about it on Facebook, showing their money. I just cashed out, got a new, they're gonna get to stunning off that little 14. So you ain't gotta worry about the ads.
Yeah. So I was like man,
it's crazy.
But the answer, I agree with you. Yeah, because it's distracting. That's all.
Very much so, much so. What advice would you give to your fans?
I would tell my fans right now, I want you guys to stay focused. Stay focused. I pay attention to a lot of people who follow me, especially when I'm not doing anything. If I'm done with family business, you know what I'm saying? I go on, my YouTube. I go on my Instagram, on Facebook, and I go look through pages and check everybody out. I see people who I aspire who does the exact same thing, singing, acting, and modeling. And I always encourage them, man. And I saw a guy yesterday, which I know he's watching. I don't know if I can say his name or not, but I know he's watching. And he kind of gave up yesterday. He said, you know what? Tomorrow's my last day making music, this and that. And I was like, no. So I hit him up. And I said, hey, man, why you quitting? He said, bro, I just don't have the funds. I just don't have this and that. And I say, bro, it's not even about the funds, man. If the music is in your heart, don't stop. Don't stop. No matter what happens, bro, don't stop. So I just want to encourage my fans by telling them, man, put God first, and I promise you everything will change. Don't go out there just trying to do things on your own. Like, oh, yeah, I promise you, put God first and everything you do, man.
Doing things on your own going to have you real alone and broke.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, Justin, thank you for giving my brother the opportunity to speak on his visions. Many blessings to you. Oh, you're welcome. And then Diego says you were born to do this, Marcellus. Of course, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Diego. Thank you, Jess.
Take a little shot. Period. Yeah, halfway in. Period.
Yeah. That was a good question too, man. I love my fans.
Yeah, for sure. And they definitely love you because they're definitely there growing. I've been
So I
checking you.
appreciate it. Thank you,
Okay.
everybody.
So, what's your favorite? So, do you play other instruments or do you only play the piano?
I play drums, I play guitar, and I play piano.
Okay. So, what was the longest? Like, which one was the piano the easiest to learn?
Piano's first, drums, and then guitar. Now I'm gonna tell you, them drums, Victoria boy, I was a beast on the drums, man.
How old were you playing the drums?
Same age. I started. My pastor put me on drums at the age of 13.
Y'all had a nice church you was going to.
Yeah, it was a fun church. We grew up in. They really brought the talent out of the youngsters.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure.
They
And
did.
then really invested in y'all and their time into y'all. You know, churches ain't doing it back in the day. They asking for offering and trying to send you on your way.
They doing that now. Look, every time
Right.
like, hey,
That's what I'm like. This is a nice church you went to. Okay, so do you still play all of them to this day? Do you still incorporate all your instruments in like your
I sure do.
life today? Okay.
Only thing I haven't played, you guys, is the guitar. I haven't touched the guitar in a while. I'm in the process of moving right now, but only thing I have as of right now is just the piano, and that's
You
all
think
I play
that
right
you
now.
could lose like, you know, the ability to play if you put the guitar down for too long and you'll have to like retrain yourself?
If you ever heard of it, that's true. That's true. I one day I went to Guitar Center and I picked up that guitar. I was like, doo-doo-doo. I was like, what? I was like, nah, I had to put it down, man, because yeah, I lost that. I just kind of feel like I lost the love for it. You know, I still can play, but mentally I'm not there.
Okay.
Mentally I'm not there.
How long did you play it?
I started guitar. I fell in love with the guitar in high school. My mom bought me a guitar when I was in the 11th grade, and I took it from there. And I just love the sound of a acoustic guitar. You ever heard one of them Latina songs and the guitar in the background?
Yeah,
man, I fell in love with that. And my mom
Maria, Maria, I find your
yeah.
story. Yeah, you got that.
And that was a hit back there too, boy.
That used to be my shit. That's what I was growing up on. Yeah.
Maria, yeah.
Yeah, that was my song. Man. Okay, and so let's see. If you could change anything in the industry, what would it be?
Oh man, good question, Victoria. Good question. Let me think on this. If I could change anything in the industry, what would it be? So for filming and music industry, if I had the power to walk into one of these major Hollywood or New York and I was a leader, the first thing I would change, and I would tell my executives, I would tell my CEOs, we're no longer taking money, stealing money from we're no longer stealing money from our artists.
I like what? Because that's what I would say.
Because they are taking so much percentage off royalties. That's the reason why you see so many artists staying in concerts. They never get a break. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way they eat.
Now, what you saying? Okay, now you're saying like as far as them making money, like agencies, like when they're auditioning, like you're saying, or just in general, we're no longer taking money.
No, just like say like the Clay Family Enterprise, right? Now say you come to my company and I have an AR there. And Jess goes and I say, hey, Jess, I need you to go find me a bad singer, you know what I'm saying? A cold singer who's, who has a lot of following and who has a big fan base. And she said, hey, I found Victoria, you know what I'm saying? And she has this many fans and she's selling this many CDs. Bring her in. Let's talk to her. Hey, how you doing? My name is MARCELLAS. I'm the CEO of Clay Family Enterprises. I have a contract right here for you. We're going to sign to a 3-year deal. If you sell over 20,000 units, we're going to take 15,000 of that and give you the rest of it. That's what they do. And now some artists are so hungry. What they do is
that they take it, and then they end up spending that fucking money trying to be somebody. So they have to live off their image and these fake clothes, and be in the internet and sell themselves.
And they sell themselves. That's why this whole P. Diddy thing is going on right now, man. Because there's so many kids that are hungry, just don't understand the music game, and then once they get inside, they are mentally damaged. And
so you think P. Diddy did this to himself, like he fucked up himself, got so hungry in the game, and just started doing anything?
Oh man, when P. Diddy got a taste of that power, that's why he is where he is now. That's why in positions he's in, because that power is dangerous. That much power is dangerous.
They say that Jay-Z's next.
Oh, he definitely is. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, man. You can see that devil. Oh my God, I went to a Jay-Z concert, man. When that man walked on stage, I felt that presence. Oh yeah.
The Beyonce's got to be just as bad.
Oh man, yeah, that's
And that's so sad because how she grew up, you know, we was always listening to her, and you know, and it was
She's a
like,
church girl.
yeah,
She
and
was a
it's
church
like
girl, man.
you fell in love with the man, or is it the money? But you always had the money, so it had to be the man.
Yep. And he's the leader right now. Like when I tell you that he has a lot of these in his pocket, like Jay-Z thinking he can't be touched. P. Diddy thought he couldn't be touched, but you see what happened, right? The same way with Young Thug.
They're gonna turn. They're gonna turn on us.
They're gonna have to, man, because it's a lot of damaging happen right now in the industry. And I'm gonna tell artists right now, stay independent.
Sure.
Millions ain't, man. Them offering you millions, you're not gonna see them millions, man. What they're offering you got to pay back.
Man, it's a loan.
Stay independent and work hard. That's all you have to do, man. Don't give up. Just stay independent and work hard.
And then they make you do what they want you to do. So it's like you're not performing for 6 months. So you know that's gonna be this much money. Like I didn't even get a chance to make you any fucking money.
And look, and when you sign that deal, you're a slave.
No, for sure. You just gave your whole life away. You might as well go.
You say you might as well go.
Might as well go make some cotton. So I'd rather work. Okay, so tell me this: when you were modeling, did you ever like do any competitions, like where you won like first place or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I might see some professional pictures that we did, so you can see it. I did 14 catwalks in my career. My biggest one was in Indianapolis. I got called to come out there. My older brother and me and him both did it, and it was beautiful, man. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is my biggest one because the crowd. It was. I think it was like 400 to 500 people in the crowd, and then they also had celebrities there, but I couldn't see the celebrities, so I was scared. I'm like, damn, if I walk on this catwalk, I can't see. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that sit on the sides. But from my understanding, the director came to the back and said, "Hey, man, we got Ursha here. We got Alicia Keys here. You know what I'm saying? So you guys do your best." And we all panicking like, what? But yeah, I've done 14 catwalks. That's my on my resume. So 14. So, but my biggest wasn't.
Okay, so what was the most embarrassing moment at the catwalk?
I fell.
I was gonna ask you that. Have you fallen?
I fell.
Hey, everybody, I'm listening to the Drake disc. Have a night. Have a best night. Hey, have a good night. The Drake disc. Okay, so you say you failed. So so did you get back up and keep going, or were you like, look, I'm done?
I did. The director came and she whispered in my ear because I was young, so I was embarrassed. And she said, "Get your behind back up there. You a king. Get your behind back up there and finish that walk." I said, "Yes, ma'am." She helped me back up and I finished it. And they all started clapping for me. I was like, I'm embarrassed, man. You ain't clapping for me. But yeah, that was the most embarrassing. Man, it was crazy.
And it was that's the only time you fallen?
Yeah.
You learned that day, huh?
I learned that day. I learned, Victoria.
Okay, so did they have any kind of outfits that they wanted you to wear that she was like, well, I'm not comfortable, I'm gonna wear it, but I'm not really with this?
Yeah, the guy who the designer, he I think he was bisexual, but the clothes he had were kind of tight. And I told him, I was like, hey man, I'm a little thick, you know what I'm saying? And these pants are kind of tight. He said, it's yeah, he told me, he said, it's not the pants, it's the brain, it's the mind. I said, man, look at this, you know what I'm saying? But I still did it because I started a country, so I still had to walk on it, but I was embarrassed. That was embarrassing, man. And
so if you decided not to walk it, what happens? You sign a contract.
You don't get paid. Your agency don't get paid.
Okay.
So your agency can either like sue you, not really, well, they can sue you, but they can fire you without payment, or you can be on a suspension, or it's crazy. But I told my agency about that, and so they took me off the list because he wanted me to come back for more because I did such a good job. But I was like, no, I felt violated.
We're not doing this no more. I didn't already try to explain. You talking about it's the mind. You doing some strange things.
For some change, yeah.
The whole God for some change. You making that boy turn into dollars for real.
Yo, I was mad, Victoria. I walked in, I ain't smiled, man. Look, I knew they were tight, and they were tight on my crotch and my butt and my legs. I'm like, yo, but this ain't it.
Yeah, but people was clapping. I might rip these bitches down the runway.
Look, if I was a stripper, Shoes. Don't play with me.
Okay, so did you have to pay to be in this agency? Because you know a lot of them, like I said, once you get through the door, they're like,
some you do. That's true. That's true. Some you do have to pay. Some you don't. And the one I joined back then, I didn't have to. They were basically based on talent.
okay, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So what?
But hey, it's not like that no more though.
Yeah.
Now you have to pay.
You have to
like
pay
you said, everything.
You have to pay for everything. So
Yep.
what inspired you to start your own?
To be honest with you, going to different auditions, seeing how people were treated. I'm going to give you an example really quick. Remember I was telling you about American Idol?
Yeah.
So when I auditioned, there were better singers than me. And then one of these girls, she was kind of heavy set a little bit, but she blew us away, Victoria. And guess what they told that girl?
What?
They told her that they said you're unprofessional, you need vocal lessons. She went into this panic attack and passed out. Ambulance came and everything. And we all thinking like, what's going on? Why would they tell her that? And I had a chance to talk to one of the directors.
They didn't like the way she was big.
Because she was overweight. Because she was overweight. They told her that she could not sing, and there was a lot of
to do it like that.
Yeah, they did her bad, man. And not even just that, just going to doing auditions at movie sets and stuff, man. I've seen how these people are treated. And as a director, I see that talent. I'm like, what can you guys not see in this person?
Yeah.
So yeah, that motivated me to go ahead and get this started. I called Sissy up and I was like, hey, it's time, man.
You had called her?
Huh? Yeah, my baby sister, yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Because it was an idea I had. I've been having for a very long time. I wasn't confident enough to do it. You know, I was scared. I knew that it was going to become a big business, and I was like, am I prepared for that? You know what I'm saying? But of course I am.
A big business, a super big business. Especially with you, like, so you're like the trainer too, because you know how to do like all parts. Like, so you have to like, aren't you like teaching people how to do it too? Or like, do you have people that are trainers to like train your cast? Like,
no. Well, some of the people that audition are already kind of trained, and I also worked with on film as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
But the people who I do audition, if there are newcomers, you know, ask them to send me their resume and two professional pictures. And it depends on whatever film I'm working on or whatever character I need them to audition for. I audition them, but I'm honest though. If you're not a good actor or actress, I'm gonna say it. I'm like, hey, you know, you need a little work. You know what I'm saying? But we do that. We can't do that here. But as of right now, we're still building, so I don't have any trainers or anybody to sit down with yeah.
So when you call them back whenever you do have that time?
I sure do. And the website's being built right now. And also we have a team of actors and we're still looking as well. So anybody can submit and, you know, look into it. And if, you know, if we like it, I definitely email them back and say, hey, you know, we have a role for you. But that's how I do it in my company though.
Okay. Do you pay them, the actors, at this time?
Not right now. No, not right now. I basically, man, I do everything else. I feed. I make sure they're fed, gas. I take care of everything else except the actual payment.
Okay, put them in position.
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah, my bad.
All right. Okay, so tell me a little bit about Miss Parker.
Oh, all right. So Miss Parker is based on a true story. It's about a cougar, a sexy cougar, man, a lady who takes no for an answer. And she loves young men. She loves young boys, young talented boys. And in this film, Miss Parker's husband ends up in jail for 4 years for murder and rape. Right?
4 years.
Yes, that's not bad. Well, he's been there longer, but you know he's on good behavior. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, he's been there 20 plus years, but he really, you know, did for it. Come on out, you know what I'm saying? On good behavior. But long story short, man, this Miss Parker ended up meeting Mikey and Sandy. Miss Sandy and Mikey comes from Atlanta. Miss Sandy got a brand new job in Dallas, Texas. She moved to Dallas, Texas, and soon as they get to the apartments, they meet Miss Parker, and Miss Parker ended up sleeping with Mikey, and Miss Parker's husband ended up coming home and ended up finding Mikey. And that's how that situation happened. So basically, Miss Parker's about a older cougar, man, who just loves young boys, man. But she ended up finding the wrong one. So yeah, and it's gonna be a 5-episode series.
Mikey is nobody to play with, or Mikey's crazy.
Oh man, no, not Mikey. Miss Parker and the ex is crazy. The reason I say she found the wrong one because Mikey's mom, Miss Sandy, she knows about the whole, entwine between Mikey and Miss Parker. But Miss Parker didn't tell Mikey that she was married. And another bad thing is Mikey's only 17. So he's illegal.
Oh, damn, Miss Parker likes some young shit.
Yeah, he's illegal, man. So it's episode 2, it's gonna be good. Episode. Let me see. So we're gonna release all 3 episodes on streaming services, and that's gonna be on July 17th. But I'm going to hold a preview for Mamacita and Miss Parker episode 1 on.
So Mamacita is another play too. Yes.
No, Mamacita is a music video / movie.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's like, whoa, what?
Yeah, I was like, I seen. That's what I was like. I know it's a play because I seen parts of it. So I didn't. But it was like long to be a music video. But it was like.
Yeah, the music. You ever seen Thriller?
That's cool.
You ever seen Michael Jackson Thriller?
Yes.
Just like that. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Yeah, but except in my version.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what are these stories based off? Especially Miss Parker. Like, is this something you just came up with at like just the strength of your brain one day, like, or you saw somebody like this or something?
Yeah, I had a friend of mine that went through that. He got himself into he was a handsome dude, you know what I'm saying, and he just kind of outgrew us as friends. He got facial hair early, you know what I'm saying.
He was young like that though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Man, they had something, man. And I warned him like 18. I said, bro, she's married, man. He's like, oh man, I don't care about that. He's like, her husband always knows he's a truck driver. He's always gone, bro. One day we came home, police, ambulance, everywhere. Called him a couple of times. We knew it had something to do with him, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the dude beat him to death, right? The husband left the apartments, right? Came back and started beating on him again. The police showed up just in time to save his life. Yeah, the dude's still in prison right now. Yeah, that was based on a true story.
How old was he when this happened? Was he still 17?
Yeah, he was 17. Sure was. 17 years old. To this day, like he's probably in here now.
What happened to the woman? Like like.
From my understanding, she did get jail time. She moved from the apartment. She got kicked out. But we didn't. I was a kid, so we didn't hear too much of it.
Jeff, that just kind of fucked up my head just now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, them cougars don't play. How's your kids and how's your son and your husband? Look, I'm telling you, it's crazy out there. But I had to write it, man. Being a writer, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make some twists.
Crazy. Now I want to watch it anymore. This is the true story. So, like, how does he feel? Like this, if this hits, how does he feel? Like,
oh, he's cool with him, man. He's a huge fan of mine, man. He supports everything I do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And
is he in the play?
No, no, man. He's Josh. I would say Josh is in he's overseas right now. He's in Australia or something like that. He's in the military now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he changed his whole life on him.
That's why I say he might be on here. I think I saw him his thingy, but he might be in here.
He changed his whole life around. He's going to the military.
Hey, man, imagine that though. That's been a big old dude walking in. What you gonna do? So you smaller than this guy, man. And he told me himself, like, bro, that was the worst day of my life, man. He said when the dude walked in, I knew for a fact I was dead. He said, bro, I knew I was dead, man. But just the fact of going through something like that as a kid, it's scary. It's scary. So I had to bring that story to life. I had to.
Okay, then what about Mamacita?
I wrote Mamacita because let me see. It was a couple, maybe 15. I was back in high school, and the first girl that I had actually started dating in 9th grade was Latina, and she broke my heart. Yeah, she broke my heart, and I decided to write this song called Mamacita, and just telling her that I only want to.
In ninth grade.
Yeah, ninth grade.
You wrote the song Mamacita?
Man, I got a bunch of songs in here. Oh, trust me. Yeah. From high school, middle school. Yeah, I have at least about 3 or 4 journals of music I wrote.
Oh damn.
Mm-hmm.
You were playing.
Yeah, I have over 150 songs.
Stuff well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very dedicated. Okay. So does she know? Have you ever seen her again? Like, does she know that you dropping this?
Oh no, I haven't. Man, I haven't seen her since high school. Yeah, we lost contact.
That's dope that you're getting all your stuff out. You ain't wasted nothing.
No time, man. Because I'm like, life is short. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I've lost so many people I care about, in this lifetime. And I just want everybody to know, man, if you have a dream, go for it. Don't wait till you're 50 years old and like, oh, I hate my life because I could have did this back then. Like, no, man, if you have something going on and you want to pursue it and you want to bring it to life, man, go for it.
Go for sure.
Big time. And I'm proud of you, Victoria, man. This is freaking dope, man. I love this.
You did. Thank you.
This. Congratulations.
So how many months, years did it take for your shows to start taking off?
I would say at least.
You know what I'm saying, where you get audience, because just for you to start making plays, anybody can make plays and put a flyer out and say come today. Doesn't mean that people really show up. So how many years for you to be like, okay, I have a crowd, a crowd,
about 7 years.
Okay. Yeah.
About 7.
And what made you stay consistent? Just the love of it, like just having your team with you, like seeing what y'all started from and how y'all grew, like, starting the play to the very end, like what y'all accomplished.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I started on the game, I got burnt a lot by a lot of producers. You know what I'm saying? They use my voice, they use my talent. I never got paid for it. A producer in Fort Worth, he was really good with Black. What's his name? The rapper that went to jail, Twisted Black. Yeah, so he told me I was gonna get paid for it. He's like, man, hey, Twisted Black, love your voice and this and that. He used my vocals, man. I end up hearing it on one of his songs in the past. I'm like, yo, and I called the producer, and when I talked to him, oh man, that's old, bro. Let that go. The man made money off the song, man. I was like, what do you mean, let that go? Right. Yeah, that's why I said I was burnt by a lot of producers back then, and that's how I learned the whole trust, circle of trusting people with your, with your talent. You know what I'm saying? Just giving anything, beats. Because I play piano, I make beats, I do everything. So it was just hard back then. But I ended up meeting this guy named Nate, Originate. I hope I said it right. But I ended up meeting him, and I've been working with him for 15 years, man. And I'm not gonna lie, the dude saved my career. You know what I'm saying? I believe I did a lot for him as well, but he saved my career because there were points that I wanted to give up because I felt like I couldn't find the right producer, you know what I'm saying, who can get my vibe, man, and find that beast in me. You know what I'm saying? He did that. There are many times that we fought in his studio, not fist fault, but mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like on the mental level. You know what I'm saying? He got me there because I'm like, bro, man, forget you. I ain't doing this no more, man. He's like, shut up and get on that mic. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah.
He wasn't scared of you. He was like, come on, go.
Mm-hmm. He
did a great job because look where you're at today.
Exactly.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh man, I see myself. Ooh. I see myself at the top.
Yeah.
I see Family Incorporated, man. We one of the multi-billion-dollar companies, man, right next to RCA and right next to I ain't gonna say but right next to all these big companies. You know what I'm saying? I really want my films to hit the big screens, man, and I want to start breaking boxes. You know what I'm saying? That's my main goal. Because to be honest with you, I have like movies written right now that I haven't shot yet. Miss Park is just an episode, not episode, a TV series. Yeah. But right now, like I have real movies that I'm waiting to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like big time. Oh yeah, and they hits.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna pay off.
Oh yeah, yes ma'am.
All right. A reflection of us says I can definitely relate to that. And Just Love says my big brother gonna be above Tyler Perry. Facts.
You dang on skipping. I receive it in the name of Jesus.
Don't wear a dress. Don't wear a dress.
Oh no. Oh no. We don't do that. I would never make a script, man, and make a man come in and say you better wear his dress. That's just because I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I can
we
do
can't
it.
do that.
I've been told, not told, but they tried to give me when I went to audition in LA one time. They tried to get me to play this role of Cynthia, and it was a drag queen. Yeah, it's a drag queen for a drag queen movie. Kind of like have you ever seen that Wesley Snipes movie when he played that? He's a drag queen in the movie with the two other actors, Patrick Swayze and the Hispanic actor.
I don't think so, but
You know what I'm talking about? I forgot the name of the movie, but yeah, it was.
I don't think I've seen it.
You can make me think of it, but it was something like that, and I was like, "What?" But I could do it, man. I told the cast director, I was like, "That's not my style, man." It's like, if you want to make it in Hollywood, you have to make sacrifices. Man, get out here.
We're gonna try a different way because this ain't the way. We gonna find a way, but this not the way. All right. So what's up next before we get out of here? What's up next for you?
Well, I'm working on Miss Parker episode 2 and 3. And then after that, we're gonna release Mamacita. I'll give you the dates real quick. We're gonna release Mamacita on May 17th.
Okay.
I'm going to do a preview, which is going to be a film review. I'm trying to find the movie theater. I have 2 in mind right now, but I have a meeting tomorrow and Friday. So I'm going to post on my Facebook when I want to have that all set and ready to go. And
that's dope.
I have 3 other films that we're gonna start working on during the summertime. So I'm gonna start auditioning for that as well.
Okay.
And on the music side, I'm working on my last album. My last one, man. And that's
you're done after this?
I mean, I'm still gonna make music for like movies and soundtracks and stuff like that. But this will be my 5th studio album, and I'm just, I'm gonna hang it up for right now. Just for right now, I might hit one of them Jay-Z. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I'm working on my last album, which is it's kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? So, but this last album gonna be the best album I've ever made.
Of course, because you're gonna put everything you got into it because it's like the last one.
Yes, ma'am. Everything. So I want everybody to be prepared for that and get ready for these new shows. And Miss Parker, I'm gonna try to have Miss Parker the entire series done before July.
Okay.
So and then Miss Parker will be streaming. The first, second, third episode will be streaming on July 15th. It's gonna be on Hulu, Tubi, and Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody coming in, showing love and supporting us on this, and with Miss QueenV.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So where can everybody find you at?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook. I have 3 different pages. I have the Clay Family page. It's called the Clay Fam Enterprises Incorporated. I have my main page, which is going to be Marcellus Clay, and then I also have my personal page, which is Marcellus the Champion. My Instagram, I have 2 different Instagrams. I have Marcellus Official. And then also have Marcellus the model. I have a Twitter, but no, they changed in Twitter, so I haven't been on Twitter in a while. Since
I heard they were.
Yeah, it's trash. I don't like it. And my music, I'm on Spotify. I had to release all my music on a different platform now, so everything will be back up on July 1st. So Spotify, Pandora, all streaming platforms, and that's how y'all can find me.
All right. Just that I love you lots, big brother. I'm beyond proud of you.
Nah, you baby sis. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure. We're definitely going to stay in touch. Let me know when you have those auditions.
Oh, I got you. Yes, ma'am.
All right. For sure.
Yes,
all right.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. It was a pleasure. All right. You have a good night, okay?
You as well. Bye, guys. All right.
All right, you guys. He was dope. I told you guys. Yeah. She said, I'm so proud of you. Keep moving. Yes, for sure. Keep going. All right, you guys. So real quick, don't forget, if you need a notary, I'm her. She is me. I will definitely come to you. You don't even have to stress about it. You don't even have to worry. Also, I sell life insurance, medical insurance. I also sell all natural weight loss products. So if you decide to want to detox, you know what I'm saying, which is great. It's great to detox. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. And if you decide to stop, you don't have to worry about, gaining any kind of weight. You know what I'm saying? Summer is around the corner. Okay. And last but not least, I do make flyers and logos if you need one. Okay, speaking of a woman that does it all, she is bomb.com. She is from South Carolina, and she's doing her thing, let me tell you. Not only does she know exactly where you can invest your money and make money from, she's also an accountant, and she's a real estate agent. I was like, okay. Let me welcome Andy. Hi,
Hi, how's it
Andy. How are
going?
you?
I am awesome.
Welcome, Queen. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a serialpreneur. I'm from the Carolinas. I am currently an accountant. I'm not a CPA. I actually want to study law. So CPA is not going to work for me.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to be a lawyer?
Yeah, but definitely my focus really is real estate. That's going to be like my bread and butter, the thing that I really focus on.
Yeah.
I am in the content creation space.
Okay.
So I do a lot of things like, getting into that YouTube space,
Yeah.
Getting people involved with making money multiple different ways.
For sure. For sure. Okay, so what made you want to become a lawyer? Like, what's making you you've always been like that? Have you always wanted to be?
No. When I was growing up, I wanted to be a psychiatrist.
Okay.
Until I was put into that space to where I was challenged with my religion and science.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I found out that that's really not that wasn't really what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I still love the field though, because people are interested in how the mind works. But yeah, that didn't work out.
Yeah. So what about lawyer school? Like there's so many years. You think you're
It's
gonna have
it's really not that bad though.
Really?
I mean, it's more so about it's really more about your will.
Okay.
On what you want to do. We're living in a time where everything is a challenge. I'm really in that space where I want to help people. I see where there's a lot of instances where people are taken advantage of. There's not a lot of people that's assisting people and helping them with their rights. As far as like, to give you an example, tenant laws. Tenants are taken advantage of all the time. Yeah. So I really want to be able to help people who are in that.
Yes.
Are in that space.
What made you think about that or go into that? Like you've had people that you've gone through it or since like the COVID?
Yes, I actually went through it myself. People, they don't want to fix things. They just really don't cater to the tenant. The laws and everything, you got legislation, they own property, they own real estate. So they're not really there for the people. They're servants to us, but they're the ones that own all the land and own the apartment complexes and own the homes that they're renting to people, and they really don't care to the people. Right. So
you're right.
That's really what sparked my interest. I want to be able to help people
be able to get back
on the end of the spectrum.
Yeah. That's smart. I love that. I definitely love that. Okay. So right now with real estate, right now with accounting, do you work for a company or are you in accounting? Are you doing accounting right now at this time?
So when it comes to the accounting space, I classify myself as a tax preparer.
Okay.
So because I'm not a CPA, I'm not licensed. So I just prepare taxes. I have a select few of clients that I work with. Okay. Usually most of the people that I assist, they own businesses.
Okay. Smart.
Yeah. So
okay. So how long have you been a real estate agent?
I've been licensed since 2020.
Okay. So what inspired you to become a real estate agent?
So I was a tax preparer. I did credit repair. So I help people with their personal credit and their business credit. So a lot of the people that I was helping, they were always saying they wanted to own a home. So that's what sparked my interest into real estate.
Okay.
There's a lot of people who really want to own homes that they feel like it won't be for them. They'll never be able to achieve it.
Right, for sure.
Really wanted to, like, those people, it's a certain set of people that I really wanted to help when I first got in. I wanted to help people who fit that demographic where they felt like they could never own a home. Give them a different type of mindset, get you a starter home, build
now,
it.
what's a starter home mean? What does a starter home mean? Just like a smaller home?
Yeah, a small home, something affordable, stay in it a while, build some equity, and then move to your next home.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Don't get your dream home. Yeah. It's not your dream home.
Yeah.
So don't you have like programs for first time buyers, or is that not happening anymore?
There are a lot of programs out. Yeah, of course, I'm in the Carolinas. So in South Carolina, there is the Palmetto Heroes that is currently open. So those are the people who are like veterans, military, first responders, EMT, nurses, teachers, correctional officers. They have an opportunity to get $12,000 towards down payment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's a big help because homes right now, they're averaging about $293,000 here.
And you have to put down the taxes, basically? No?
It depends. It depends on what type of loan you're going for. So I tell people all the time to speak to a lender. And, things have changed. The demographics have changed. Risk is higher. So talk to a lender. See what loan type best fits you.
Right.
If you are a veteran, you can get our military, you can do a VA loan. If you're looking for more of a rural area, you can do like a USDA loan.
Do you have to have a certain credit?
Yes. So right now, I say the safe space is 620.
Okay.
But the better your credit, the better interest rate you're going to have. So that's going to be more house that you can afford.
Yeah. Okay. So would you recommend somebody to first get into like a credit program and get it, basically almost like a, 645, almost 7 before they go get a house, just because it'd be better for them? If they were somebody that's, was like, I can't pay a lot monthly.
With the way the economy is right now, the old me would have said yes. But right now, if you're eligible to buy, I would say go ahead and buy because rent is so high.
Ain't it?
So, I mean, anytime you have an opportunity to build equity over just throwing your money away, I mean, you're winning.
Right. Smart. Very smart. Okay. So did you have to go to school for real estate, or did you just have like a mentor and like pass the test?
So you do have to have credit hours. You do have to take a class. I did take a class at the time. I went to school. I did the full time. So I did it in 2 weeks.
Okay.
You got a certain amount of hours that you have to get. And then took the test.
Oh, you damn. You didn't play no games. You said it did 2 weeks.
Didn't play games.
Damn, 2 weeks. Yeah, you weren't playing no games. You studied.
Wasn't playing any games.
Were you nervous, or you like, I know this?
I felt pretty good. I had a great instructor. He really knows his stuff. So follow the study guide. In South Carolina, the PSI exam, they have a study guide. Use the study guide. It's just like any other test. And it was just, you got a study guide, you basically got the answers.
Facts. Okay, so then you just took off right after that. like right after you finish and pass your test, you just start selling houses, or did you join an agency?
No. So it's not what people think it is. Really, if you want to be a real estate agent or a realtor, you have to be a member with the National Association of Realtors to have that title. It's basically selling other people's homes. So if you're the type of person, you're saying, I want to own my own homes, I want to sell my own stuff, then it really wouldn't benefit you to have to go through all that. You can really sell your own homes without being a real estate. You only need to be a real estate agent if you want to sell other people's houses.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know that.
They just want to think they want to sell their own house.
Right.
Oh,
they just want to be more on the investment side.
How much was it to go to school, like, for it?
So that is I'm glad you asked that. Real estate is really about money. It's not something that you walk into and is going to end. Okay, so school was only like, I think I paid like $600 for it.
Okay,
but that wasn't the thing. You know, you got MLS you got to pay for. So once you get licensed, you got to attach yourself to a brokerage. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have fees with the brokerage. If you're attached to any associations, you're going to have to pay an association fee. You're going to have to get marketing materials. You want to have a budget for that. You're getting up into the thousands, depending on what you want to do. Now, if you're a person that you got a good network of people, you can sell a pencil to an ant, you won't have any problems.
Right.
But if you're a person, you can't get people to believe in your dream, you got to go the extra mile to get a sale, it's not going to work for you. You're going to really have to work hard, and you're going to have to invest some money until you see a return.
See, a lot of people think it's just getting in and making money.
It's not like that.
Yeah, for sure. No, my dad was a real estate agent, and he would be like, it's just not like my first go-to, Victoria, because you got to really, it's not what you think. He used to tell me it's not. And then he said you have to so the renewing a license is so much money. So he's like, you got to think about it, like the first year, let's just say you're not really out there putting 100% behind it. You don't sell a house. Well, you still got to pay your fees to keep your license active. So you're coming out of money. You know, he's like, so then you got to think about it at the times, like when you're closing on a house, the money didn't just come overnight. He was like, it could take a little bit to close on that house. So your bills are still running. You don't have time to just look at another house and sell it. You're like, okay, I got to get me a job real quick. So now it's, you know, he's like, so it's not what people think. Like, he's like, you definitely have to have a teammate or, you know, already have a nice, good savings already put together that you're like, okay, if I don't get paid for a couple of months to a year, I'm okay.
That's absolutely correct. I would not recommend, if you're a person, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, real estate is not going to be your best option. I recommend partnering with somebody, maybe them bringing you on as an assistant, helping with leads and things like that, and they pay you on the back end to work for them, like maybe be like kind of like a secretary or something. It's really limited on what you can do. You wouldn't be able to show houses or anything like that, but I mean, you could work like in the office and answer phones or something.
Yeah, for sure. That's better than nothing, and you're still around the field. What are the challenging parts in working in real estate, would you say?
Right now, time management, dealing with qualified buyers, keeping people hopeful because houses cost so much. And it's always a challenge to get people to kind of want to get that starter home. They want to go right into their dream home.
Oh, for sure. For sure. They've been waiting on it. You know, they feel like they're of age. They did not do what they were supposed to do to even get the house. They should be, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, we don't take that time. Like, we should be working when we were younger. Some people do, but a lot of people don't. And then when it's like, okay, they finally have that down payment, they're like, I'm supposed to be able to have A, B, C, and D. Well, it's like, no, it's not going to come overnight. But we don't want to say that to ourselves. You know, we see what we can purchase. We're like, this is it.
That's right.
So this is what I'm buying for my first house. Oh, this is nothing to even celebrate about. I could have stayed where I was at, you know, but it's like you put in the work to get that house that you were, you know, manifesting and dreaming about. Like, Did you put a no? You didn't. You was, not paying back loans, shutting down bank accounts, robbing, Peter to pay Paul, like you said, and wasn't paying Paul back. So,
And I mean, I understand both sides. It is
me
really
too,
hard.
because it's like I couldn't. There's nothing I could do. But it's like then it's like they take that and they're like, okay, instead of putting myself on a track, or saying or facing the fact like this is my starter home, people get like depressed. They're like, I don't want to buy no home, but it's like it's your starter home. I love how you word it, my starter home, because it's just starting to get me into my dream home versus like this is my first time I ever bought a home type of thing. My starter home, and it's beautiful because it's like, yeah, this is your starter home. Start your new life, a new journey. You're fixing your credit.
That's right. And I mean, that's your number one way to establish wealth.
Is
home ownership.
Having a house.
Mm-hmm. Even if you own land. And I tell people all the time, you don't even have to get a home per se. You can get like a duplex or a multiplex. You stay on one side, rent the rest out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's nice too.
And you allow your tenants to pay the mortgage. In a couple more years, you can pull the equity and get you something else.
That's
now you got income coming.
You allow your people next door to pay the mortgage. Yeah, that's
right.
Stupid smart.
People, but we don't want to do that. We want to go out and stunt on everybody, so.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's really the stunt right there. It's like, if I don't want to go to work today, I know y'all got to go to work. Y'all got to be a monthly bill, just chilling, what I'm saying? You still want to have your savings, but it's a lot like, if you want to fire me today, I'm good because, they pay the rent, so it's not that bad. It's not, especially in today's time, everybody's looking, it's like everybody lives with somebody, got a roommate. So moving around that's not bad. And, or if you got older kids and they looking for somebody to move, you put them as their, discounted, they live in their own space.
That's right.
I love the thinking right there. But like you said, a lot of people are not going to do that. They're not going to say that they are sharing their, like, I don't have enough money, so I just bought me one of these.
That's right. They go right into the biggest thing that they go into the max of their budget. So
yeah,
for sure. For 300, they're going to get that 300,000.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right on it. So tell me, how do you accomplish your goals that you set for yourself?
For me, I can honestly say I didn't do everything right. I was one of those people that say, they jumped off the porch early. So I jumped off the porch early. I had my son early. I made all my mistakes. I found myself doing what I needed to be doing in my 20s, in my 30s. So I'm catching up.
Okay.
Whereas some people my age, they did everything in their 20s that they were supposed to do in their 20s. That's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
So in their 30s, they're kind of settled.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Yeah, it's like, man, yeah.
So a lot of my goals are from trial and error.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes, that's deep too. Yes, for sure.
So I look at things a little bit different. I try to be understanding when it comes to people. And I'm just living life grateful. I'm in a grateful space. I love positive energy. I try to be the energy. I try to be what I want to receive from people.
Is it hard? What about those days when it's like hard? Like, I really just want to cuss you out right now, even though I'm trying to change. But today I'm just like, fuck it all. What do you do?
When people don't receive what I'm trying to give, I just separate myself from them.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, because I got to protect my space. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. And so what are some challenging parts in real estate?
Challenging parts of real estate is really sometimes just finding qualified buyers. You have so much competition.
It seems like everybody wants to be in the field now.
Yeah, everybody wants to be in the building. And finding people who really want to execute. A lot of times I get a lot of people who say they want to do it, but they don't have the discipline to fully execute.
Because I heard that there's some rules. You got to have like a certain amount of money in the bank account, certain for so long, certain stuff that you have to do in order to, you know, and don't you, or am I tripping? Like
You do have to be very disciplined. So you got to stop doing things.
Yeah, so that you can get, I remember. Yeah, I was like,
Don't want to be putting cash in a checking account. You know, like you got to be, the money has to have a place where it's coming from. So if you're transferring money into an account, it has to have somewhere where it's coming from. If you are a business owner, that's different. You know, so like you hairdresser, or maybe you're a mechanic or something like that, the qualifications are a little bit different. But there are lenders that work with those people because their process is a little bit different.
That makes sense, because the lender doesn't know where the cash, so we're going to give you this money for this house, but we don't know how long you're going to have this money. So we need to see this direct deposit. We need to see how long it's been coming. We need to see how long this account's been open. Just that makes sense though, because if not, they're going to lose all their money. They would just, the lenders wouldn't even be in business anymore.
Yes. So you will be scrutinized. They're going to be all in your business, all up and down, seeing how you pay your bills. A lot of making sure you don't owe any judgments, you don't have any liens or anything.
See, they don't tell you this part. They don't tell you this part. They just be like, go buy a house. Go buy a house. Everybody go buy a house. Go buy a house. They don't tell you this part.
They're going to look to see if you have any bank accounts, you know, that you closed and you owed money on the bank accounts, things like that.
What about child support on a house? Like if you're trying to get a house and you owe child support.
Child support may be a factor. Because see, that could be a judgment on you that, you know.
It's like you owe too much, so how could you even pay this car note when you're like $50,000 behind?
The bank wants to protect their investment, so they don't want the courts coming and putting a lien, or the government putting a lien on your property.
So how do you deal with the different emotions? Like, you know, they're so excited to get ready to buy a house. You didn't show them that they're like, yes, and the bank, or, you know, everything is like, no. Like, how do you deal with it? I know this break down and cry. I mean, you're probably like, oh my God.
I haven't experienced that.
Okay, that's good.
I will be transparent with you. Most of the sales that I've had, they're already like, they're coming in from out of state. So I guess you can say I'm a relocation specialist, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
So the people that I've been blessed to assist with closing all came from out of state.
And they moved to South Carolina.
Moved to South Carolina, yes, because that's where I'm licensed.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay. And it was an easy transition. Like, did they have to come by and see you and see the house, or did you do it all like virtually?
Some of them we went shopping, and then some of them I did virtually. Me running around with my iPad, my cell phone, doing tours.
So how much time does it take, like within a day, when you're trying, like when you say you're running around doing tours, doing all this, like it's a lot of work you put in to guarantee not to get paid?
Each client is different.
Okay. Okay.
You will not ever have a client that's the same.
Can you get a tip?
A tip?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't work like that. Okay. You know, there's a lot of laws. You know, you have a fee. One of the things that you have to people have to understand is when you become a realtor, you have to be in South Carolina. Other states are different. Like North Carolina is different. Your people, when they become licensed, they become brokers. Yeah. But their process is different. In South Carolina, you have to be a real estate agent. You have to attach yourself to a brokerage in order to sell houses. So you're considered a salesperson. You have to sell a certain amount of houses, and then you can take the test to become a broker. You can own your own brokerage. Until then, you're just a salesperson.
What?
Yeah. So your split is based on, if you're a buyer's agent, so it means that you're not doing any listings.
Uh-huh.
Usually your commission rate is stated in whoever has the property and is selling it. So the listing agent will usually say this is what the commission is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Usually the most is about 3%. It's been 2%. Some
At a
places
whole house?
like 1%. Whatever the price of the house is, yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what about how do you get more of the percentage? By becoming a broker?
You be the listing agent.
Oh yeah, you gotta be
Listing agents make a better profit.
Like what, 30%?
No.
That's too much.
So it'll be, I say most of them they do about 7. Sometimes it might be more than that. They may have some additional fees that they charge. You know, you got to do the pictures, you got to do the marketing for the property.
And that's before the taxes hit. Because you got to pay your own taxes on it, right?
Well, taxes, that's going to be dependent on how you got your business set up. Okay. So some people pay at the end of the year, some people pay every month. I mean, some people when they get their commission, they go ahead and send a check in to the IRS. But that's dependent upon you. They don't take taxes out because
you gotta, you still got to pay them. You still got to pay them about what you get at that little 7.
Right.
You divide it more about 6.5. And then you get about 5. I'm in sales for Medicare, so I already know what it looked like. And afterwards, I'm like, all this work, and where's the rest of my money? Like, and then you file taxes, and it's like you don't get nothing, not even what a percentage back on what they freaking took from you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm just not understanding. So that the houses, for some reason, I thought it was like 30%. That's not that. You gotta have your clientele up. You're really high. You're gonna have to really get out there and hustle. It's a hustling game out there. The housing.
The only way you're gonna make that much money is if you're the investor and you own the house and you're flipping the house.
Now that would be it right there. That would make you splash. Because other than that, you got to really be on it. Like, I mean, you're gonna have to really have some good. You're gonna have to be on it. Okay, so the people that work with the agencies and they sign on to the agencies give them clientele.
So they're called leads.
Okay.
And people get leads from all sorts of ways. I mean, there's all kind of ways that you can get leads.
And you just call them up.
Yeah. So, I mean, some platforms, they don't take the money. You don't pay them up front for leads. You don't pay until a client closes. They're usually a little bit more expensive. They may take 50%.
Right. I knew it. I know it was a catch. Oh, shit. They may take 50%.
And then you got to pay your brokerage. Your brokerage, they get their percent. Different brokerages are different. They're not all
in every sale.
Huh?
In every sale, you got to pay your brokerage?
Unless you cap. Like with the brokerage I'm with, EXP, once you cap, you don't have that broker commission split, which is like 80-20. So you pay them 20% of every transaction.
And you keep the rest.
Yeah. Well, you got other fees too.
And this
so
is
if you
the house
coordinate your own transactions, you have something called a transaction coordinator. You got fees. Again, it depends on the brokerage you're with, what kind of fees you have.
See, you've been doing your thing because you've been doing it for about 4 years almost.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you've been doing your thing because what? You got to sell some decent kind of, you selling a small little low house ain't worth it.
I mean, all transactions are, in my opinion, are worth it. You have some people that don't want to sell below a certain point, but I think anytime I have opportunity to help somebody, as long as they want help. Not everybody wants help. Some people, they deflect, just like in anything else. It's your fault. They don't accept any accountability for anything.
Oh, for sure. I can only imagine. Have you ever gotten into it like with a client almost, like where they blamed you for the reason of why they didn't?
Right. Yes, I have. I tried to explain, hey, look, how about do it this way? You can't tell a person what to do. Right. You can only suggest it. And I think everybody's had that one client where they just have to let somebody else handle it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And they, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I've had one. I've been blessed to only have one. That
Out of all
somebody,
those 4 years, yeah, that's good for sure.
right.
Blessed for real. What's some advice? What's some advice you could give to somebody that's in the field but's not making any money because you've been in it for so long?
One of the things is not to give up. Maybe find your niche, what you were really comfortable with. Like I stated, for me, my niche was to find people that was coming into the state. So if a person is moving into South Carolina, they don't know you. You know, they're hopeful. With the brokerage I'm with, I can help people in all 50 states. I could do
Well, you
referrals.
get leads
I can get them
from different
qualified.
states. Like you sit on the phone all day.
I don't be on the phone all day, but I can refer people out. So like you're in Texas. If I have a client that I get qualified, I could reach out to an agent in Texas and say, I got a referral for you. I just asked for this much off the sale.
And people do that to you. They'll call you and say, I have a referral for you. I just asked off.
Yeah.
So that's how you do yours when you say you do it off. Oh, yeah, that's badass.
Yeah.
That's the way shit. That's how you can, oh, yeah, that's how, yeah, that's very smart. Right. So then since they're out of town, how often do you have to like go out to the house and like show it off because they're out of town? Like, are they really flying out to see these houses?
Some of them are. Some of them, they'll tell you when they're in town and they want to go looking. Some people, like I said, I'll pull out the iPad, pull out the phone, and I'm walking around the house showing them the house virtually.
Oh, you go to the house. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And so then, and then they'll come out. And how does it work? They have to like, they get the house and like, they want to buy it. They give you the money. They get the house in like 24 hours.
No, it don't. It doesn't work like that. So they have to put in an offer. They have to have proof of funds. So proof of funds is different for different people. So like if you got a finance, if you're doing financing, meaning that you're going through a bank, you're getting a loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have proof of that. You put your offer in and then it has to get accepted by the seller, the person that
so what do they look at besides just the fact that you have the money in your credit? Like what kind of your background, who you are?
So you're going to already, before you put an offer in, you're going to have all that taken care of. You're going to have your pre-approval letter. The lender is going to have a great understanding of your finances.
Okay.
Now, once you put an offer in and it's accepted and that contract is ratified, you actually do the loan application. So it goes into underwriting. And that's when you hear a lot of the stories where people get hiccups. Something comes up that didn't really said in the beginning.
Yep. That's how it was in that life insurance. It was like, why you didn't tell me this? Why you didn't tell me this? We done went through all of this. And I don't remember that. What you mean? Well, let's go back through it because I got the days and times and dates, everything on this paper.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and they be mad too. Mad. Yeah. They want to get mad. Somebody lied and wrote some stuff on their paperwork.
But if the lender is good at what they do, they already probably caught that.
So what does the lender do? Like say, okay, we're going to work with them, or more than likely they're like, we can't work with them. Or so depending on what lender that is, it's like, okay, we'll squeeze them through because of the fact that they work with you. You know how it is. Like, if you kind of work with the person, they're like, okay, on behalf of you, if you feel like this is a good person, I'll, get them through. Or they're like, no.
The lender is going to be the best resource because, again, whoever they choose to get funding from, if they're doing a finance option, they're not all cash buyer, or they don't have like a transfer equity, which is still considered cash buying.
Do you find the lender, or do they have to?
I do have a preferred lender that I work with, Miss Shaquila LeBlanc. Hi. Yeah, but they can choose anybody they want.
Okay.
Most
Do you
people
prefer
they
like for them to go through your lady because y'all been working together for so long to where, you know, like
whoever they're comfortable with,
okay.
as long as they get that pre-approval and everything is good. I tell people all the time, you know, you gotta shop. I recommend shopping.
Okay.
Get the best quote. Is just like when you go shopping for shoes or dresses. Shop.
This is real because if you don't
who
pay
has
this
the
note,
best.
it's over with. It's not. This is your house.
Yeah, just see who has the best product for you. Don't get stuck on just one person
Okay.
because
You're right. You're right.
you might be missing out.
Yeah.
Certain lenders, they may qualify you for this amount, and then you go somewhere else and they want to give you all this. It's just different products. They have different products, different ways of calculating. Some people
How
they
do you
look at certain.
How do you find the best lenders? What do you just like Google them, like top 5 best lenders in your state, or what would you recommend? How do you find them?
Everybody has a set of people that they work with. Google for all sources is always a good option. But if you bank with a bank,
Okay.
I would always start there.
Uh-huh.
And then move out.
Okay. Joe.
Yeah. So I would at least try a mortgage lender,
Uh-huh.
and I would try a bank or a credit union.
Okay.
Or both.
Okay.
Because you can do a couple and it only hit your credit once. And that's the only thing, that's the only time in credit where it's only going to impact your credit score once.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Right.
That's a good thing. Can you be a mortgage lender like and a real estate agent? Like, you know, you be the person that gives the money, like, you know what I'm saying? Like become a mortgage lender.
You can.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to.
Okay. I don't want to. It'd be a lot of work, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm in a space where I don't even be wanting to too much deal with people with their credit.
Do you fix
I would get somebody else to work with them.
But did you fix credit or do you fix credit?
I do.
Okay.
I do. But I'll get somebody else to help them because yeah.
Do you do that as like part-time or that's like your own personal business?
It's my own personal business. I've been doing it for a while. I've been doing credit since 2016.
Oh yeah, for a while. So you're the goat at it for sure.
Yeah.
What made you get into it?
Personal.
Oh. What made you get into it?
Myself.
He's like, I need
myself.
Yeah. And did you start off with yourself or did you just like have clients, people that you're like, hey,
I started with myself and then I migrated and I started doing it with my cousin. She was with a multi-level marketing company. And then I just went back to just doing it myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. That's a nice trait to have to work on your credit. Like
right.
Super dope, for sure. So tell me about how you accomplish your goals with everything happening. You're so busy. You got a lot of different things going on. How do you accomplish your goals?
I'm good at multitasking. I'm one of those people that they call the daydreamer. So I'm always trying to figure out the next thing. So it's not all times is it written down. I do write a lot of stuff down. But a lot of it is just me being ambitious.
Okay.
Seeing if I could do it.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. So how do you handle stress and pressure?
Now, I don't let things stress me out. If it is something that irritates me and it stresses me out, I weigh my options. Is this a value to me? Does this situation value me as a person? And this is with anything. Am I valued?
Okay.
Is this something that's going to add value to my life? If it's not, then it has to go.
Facts. Okay. And just cut like that, just like that.
Just like that. I am a Virgo.
Me
So
too.
that on off switch is just like this. I care, but then I don't care. So it's like, hey, I care.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
You got control of this narrative. Like, what do you want? Because, hey, all right. So we're gonna cut it off. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. And be just back to, who are you again? I don't think I know you. Like, and be dead serious. And
Right.
Life. If people are thinking like, what is wrong with you? Nothing. Yeah, for sure.
You're not about to stress me out. And I think the biggest thing that contributed to my behavior like that is I lost my mother young. Okay. So my stepdad, my best friend was killed. So my stepdad died September. My best friend, he got killed in December. And then my mother died in February. So I lost 3 people that was the closest to me in 6 months. So that contributed a lot to me being like that.
How old were you?
21.
Yeah. So how long did it take for you to be able to, that's a lot right there. Like, get back on track to, like, get back focused in.
For me, I didn't have time to like grieve. Yeah. I had a son. Okay. So I had to become an adult really fast. My mother, it wasn't expected. She like was here 1 minute and gone the next. So I had to grow up really fast overnight. So it wasn't an opportunity for me to really grieve. I did have a time where I shut down and I like lost my cool, and I had to go through counseling and therapy and stuff because I did not give myself that time to grieve. It got too much for me, but when I bounced back, it's like, who's going to take care of my son? Nobody's going to take care of my son like I would. So
right.
That's when I started really shutting people down. Like, either you're going to come in and you're going to play fair.
Right.
Going to be, if I don't offer you value, you don't find me valuable, and you're not adding me no value, why are we doing this?
Right. In these day and times, it's like people don't even understand value.
No, they don't.
It's rare.
They're not appreciative.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not accountable.
Why do you think that's like that? Is it social media?
Social media has a lot to do with that, but then too, a lot of that is how people are raised.
And it's bad. Like, a lot of people weren't raised. You're like, this is how you was raised.
This is how you're raised. If they were coddled, they were never put in a position to really have to be accountable. Yeah. People made excuses for them.
Yeah, sure. It's crazy.
Oh, you're wrong for this, It's everybody else's fault but yours.
For sure. Yeah. That's the word for it. Right. The narcissists love it. That's like everyone's favorite word. Narcissist. Everybody loves it. It's like, okay, now we know the definition of it, and we know who's a narcissist and who's not a narcissist. Usually the narcissists don't even have it together. Like, you can tell. They don't. It's like you're not even holding it together, sweetie.
We can have a whole segment about a narcissist, but I think a lot of people misuse that word.
Yeah, they do. Oh, for sure. They love it. They love to throw it.
And it's women and men.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I never heard it so much from men before. I'm just like, that's why I just knew it. Like, I said, oh yeah, this is y'all's favorite word. Everybody loves this word. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, what is this? This is the new word. This is the new word. This is crazy. Life is different. It's so different now. It's
very different. And I hope that there's a change that occurs. I hope that people can come together.
I'm trying to figure out where it's going to come from. What do you think?
Love on each other more and find value in the opposite sex being together.
Yeah, they need to because
But
they don't care no more.
I mean, if you
These
do like the
people,
same sex, because I see some same sexes, they can't get together either. They
these people are
eventually.
like they'd rather be like the side, like you can cheat on the men. It's like you can cheat on me. You can cheat on me after after me do what you want to do, but I'm going to bed at 11. Just like follow my OnlyFans page, or this is how much. If I'm booking the hotel room and the flight, you already know what's going down. Like open about it. Exchanging the services, like I'll give tattoos for what. Like, okay.
I hope
This,
we can come back together though. I would like to see people be able to be in healthy relationships.
me too, because this is ridiculous. What is the world about? Like that's what we're supposed to be doing. Like it's
Everybody
beyond
wants to be
that
seen.
social media too. The people, the Cardi B's and the sexy reds, pow, 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 and I don't get some extra crazy and shit. I don't fucking know. But it's just like two people or too many people. It's just I don't know. It's ridiculous. I'm just like,
If two people could come together and be on the same accord, be on the same page, they could like really conquer the world.
conquer
But
the world. Yeah.
people,
They don't want to be.
there's a lot of finessing going on. There's a lot of abuse.
They hate to change, boy. Like, what I'm saying? I'm going to change, it's like I'm going to change my way. We're going to meet halfway in the middle. Like, I'm not changing. I'm not doing no changing. Like, you don't want to, but you're going to change when you go to work because you're going to make sure that you get up and you're going to change how you used to sleep in before you went there. Oh, they paying me. Like, this is crazy.
That's right.
Like, it's crazy. This is insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, this world here we live in. So what has been your favorite selling experience when you sold the house?
You know what? I like new construction. It's exciting.
Really?
Yeah. When people get to build their house and get to build it the way they want it built, like that's really exciting. They get to choose everything that they want in it.
So then you get to see it build it. Yeah. Okay. So do you like to walk in it while it's being built, like it's building, like as it's, yeah. Do you watch it go? Yeah. I like it.
So like when you get to see a piece of a lot where it is nothing on it, and then they start laying a foundation, sectioning it off or whatever, and do pour the foundation, that's really cool. And then I mean, over time you go back and check on it, and there's like a structure now. That's really dope. I really feel like a warm spot for people when they get a new home built.
For sure. For sure. Rick said, if you have a person that loves you, they'll accept you as you are. A person that loves a person will never want to change that person.
Right.
Yeah, but not necessarily. Like I'm saying, like, okay, so you're not in a relationship, but then you get into a relationship. Well, now we're both in a relationship. So now you're going to have to change a little bit. You're going to have to if we're in the same freaking house, I'm not going to do all the groceries and the dishes and the making the bed and cleaning. You're going to have to change a little bit and meet me halfway, because before you were single, so you did it your way, but we can't be nasty and messy over here. You're going to have to change a little bit. Or, it's like, okay, every day you want to go to the store. Okay, well, you don't have the gas money to go to the store every day. So you're going to have to change a little bit, and we have to go to the store every other day, and or vice versa. You might like the refrigerator a certain way. Okay, well, meet in the middle. Okay, I will change the refrigerator to the way you might like it. I might just throw the shit in there. You might be organized. So, I'm saying change that way, not change the person, but you're going to have to change certain things to accommodate each other, because at that's why nobody fucking gets along. Because it's like, I'm not going to change the refrigerator. Just change the fucking refrigerator around, because he's making the fucking bed in the fucking morning. Just fucking change the refrigerator. Just fucking put the shit back. Like, fucking chill, bro. Like, like if I don't make my bed, but some people like, I'd make my bed. But I'm just saying, like, if I don't like to make my bed, but he's like, I make my bed every morning. Like, that's okay. Like, okay, I'll learn to make the bed because you want the bed to be made. I love you, so I'm gonna work on that type of thing. Because it's like, you got to kind of bend a little bit. People are just like, I don't make the bed, so I'm just going to leave it messy, and I don't vacuum on Mondays. Like, but there's shit all over the floor. I don't vacuum till Tuesdays. Like, we're going to have to change that shit. We got to clean it up today. We can't have roaches until tomorrow because you want to wait till Tuesday. We got to go back to where you came from.
You have to know who you're.
Yeah. Yes. It is so, because people are so, you got to get to know them for a while. People done put these facades on and they'll put on these heuristics and, you know, girl, be a totally different person until like month 4 and you're like, there's somebody else. Hold on. Wait a minute. What did you say? So wait a minute. That's your homeboy house? That's your granny car. Where's your stuff at?
Right. So you definitely need to know who you're dating because
Yes, right, for sure.
like
Yeah.
what are your like deal breakers when you're trying to be with somebody? I'm real observant. I overanalyze everything. So
yes, me too. And I hate the way a person chews. Oh God. Do not chew. It's just super greedy. Like have just calm down, take your time. Like I hate it. Like, bro, when's the last time you ate? Like, just take your time. Like, just smack in and like that shit annoys me. Like, you know, just calm down.
you have that deal breaker. Like, what is it that I can
you can't be lazy.
I can overlook.
I'll overlook.
Meet the family. See what the family look like too. And act like.
Now that's
a boy or girl. I mean,
that's really what it is that I'm admitting. You got to meet the family.
You got to meet the family. You got to know what type of environment you about to walk into.
You think before becoming the girlfriend, meet the family?
Or I would recommend it. For, I mean, now the way things are, yes, I would recommend that.
Oh. It's very smart.
They might not like you, and I'm perfectly fine with you not liking me.
You damn right. And then I also need to know, because if you lying, your sister ain't telling the same lie, or your mama. I'm telling y'all all in on the same shit. So
yeah, that's very important.
You know somebody was lying.
I had an obsessive compulsive ex. He's an obsessive compulsive liar. He lied about everything.
Oh, I have one of those. But and how did you know he was lying? That's just after a while it just caught up.
It just caught up after a while. At first, I didn't know. You know, when you're young, you were kind of naive.
Yeah.
You don't realize people would lie about stupid stuff.
They do. You'd be surprised.
Right.
It kind of hurts my feelings. Like, it's like, damn, when people's acting like this what y'all lying about? This what y'all doing?
I'm very thankful that I jumped off the porch early, because I mean, like, if I experienced that in old age, I probably would have been on the news.
Yeah. No, for sure. She said, yeah. No, for sure. Oh, goodness. That is just crazy. Okay, so what do you think sets you apart from others?
My ambition.
Yeah.
You know, people be like, when do you sleep? Why do you go so hard? Why are you working a job? Because nobody else is going to pay my bills. I am a single Black female, and nobody's paying my bills. So that's why I go so hard. And I want to leave something for my heirs.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Rick says it doesn't matter if the family doesn't like the person, as long as you two love each other, you will create your own family.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's with that dad. That son want to go against his mama. If he's a mama's boy, you finna have a hell of a ride.
Yeah.
I want to ride.
People can put on a great front. And then when you get into a situation, it's like they shut down and act
brand new.
It's like a whole new person is in your space.
Yeah. And it's kind of fucked up. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go to jail tonight.
Right. I like eating what I eat when I want to eat it. And I like going to bed when I want to go to bed. I don't want to put myself in a situation where I might have those things taken away from me.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, if I had to, I might.
Yeah.
Stand 10 toes. But
you never want a mama's boy or daddy's little girl. Man, I'm telling you.
Man, listen. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, they call them for everything, huh?
I don't recommend it.
Okay. So, do you have any projects that you're working on?
I have a whole bunch of projects that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
I have a whole slew of projects that I'm working on. So if you're a content creator and you are in the space of Facebook, we have a group called Get Money Meta. I definitely suggest that you get in the group.
Yeah.
We have some big plans for the group. We're going to be doing some phenomenal things. I'm not going to speak on it, but if you are in this space and you're using Facebook to make money or any other social media platform, I recommend getting in our group.
Yes, that's how I actually met Andy. Yeah,
Right.
money. Shout out to
Yes. Doing a lot of collaborations, doing a lot of networking, a lot of heavy just presence.
For sure.
Right. Everywhere.
And everyone, like, once you lock in, everyone stays locked in. You don't have to remind anyone. And I think that's what's so dope about it. Everyone's all tuned in. Everyone's heads together.
Right. Support everyone.
Support. Oh, yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. It's dope. It's super dope.
I don't care if you're in fitness. I don't care if you make hair bows. I don't care if whatever you do, if you're cutting grass, you got a business, I suggest you get in our group.
Yeah. Period. How did you guys meet?
Inbox.
Okay. Group.
Inbox. Hey, you want to make money? Hey, I'm always ready to make money. Yeah. This is what I'm good at. You tell me your vision. I'll tell you, we can make it happen. Anything is possible. The sky is the limit. The world is yours.
Facts. Let's go.
The worst thing you can do is sit down and not do anything and make excuses.
There's a lot of people that do it.
A lot of people that do it, and they sit down and be like, "Oh, why you don't show me how to do it? Why you didn't?"
And if I showed you, still couldn't do it. You waste time, man.
I don't watch TV. I read a lot.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what's on TV. A lot of the stuff that I learned it comes from social media. I have the app CNN, New York Post. I do watch C-SPAN, but I don't watch TV ever. If I watch TV, I'm watching old shows.
Yeah.
I don't even watch the new stuff. So
you got the app. Okay, that's dope. Okay. That's smart. When it's a vibe between two people. When you share connection, y'all will find a way to make it work.
That's true. If a person is ready, they're ready. Not everybody's ready. Some people they have too many distractions. Yeah. You know, and one of the things that people have to do is people have to be real with themselves.
Yeah.
You have to be like transparent with yourself. Oh, this person don't want me. This person wants access to me, but this person doesn't want me.
Right. There's two different things.
Right.
It's a lot of people that just want the access.
Some people just want access. So what I learned to do was terminate the access.
Yep. And I became focused on that bag.
And you're not going to distract me, because definitely when you become a distraction, you gotta
go. It's time to go for sure. Facts. Say that. Yeah. All right. So tell everybody where they can find you for at.
So I am on most of my apps. I'm at Wealth with Andy. On social media, on Facebook, I'm Andy Scott. I got on that wonderful green dress because I'm verified. I can't change my picture, so I still got that green dress on. And green is my favorite color. YouTube at Wealth with Andy, but you're gonna see my real name, Andromeda Scott. We also got
your name is pretty.
Thank you. But yeah, we got the group Get Money Meta on YouTube. Definitely want everyone to go like and subscribe. If you go to my Facebook page and comment on one of my posts and say you subscribe and you have a channel, I'm going to like and subscribe and make sure that I comment on your page.
She sure will. If she ain't playing no games, she is going to be there.
It might take me some time because I'll be busy. I was at the State House yesterday, and then today.
Well, what was you doing there? Why I might ask. I saw that.
So I need everybody to make sure that they go vote this year. Okay? I mean, definitely don't just look at the president. The president is a face, but know who your representatives in your state are. Those are the people that really make the decisions that impact you. Everybody complains. Y'all don't like the way things are. Y'all don't like the way rent is high. You don't like the way this is high, that is high. It's not going to change if you don't go vote. Right. Everything's going to remain the same. If you don't like the candidates that are available, get up off your hips and go run yourself. That is an option.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Stop making excuses. Let's make it happen.
No,
a lot of women are running for office. So women support women. Yes. Let's really support.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because we need a change. We need the grocery bill to go down.
We need change.
It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And stop vote. You know what? I know you got to go. Stop voting based on parties.
Yep, that's exactly.
There's a lot of people that vote straight Democrat.
Yep.
You need to know who really has your best interests.
Right.
Okay.
Brandon,
just because they're a Democrat doesn't mean that they got your best interests.
At all. It says, Brandon says, it starts from the bottom at the community. Our local representatives should be voted on. Yeah.
Yeah. And people are not going to vote. So those same people just get rotated. A lot of people don't even have an opponent. They're just automatically by default going back into their role because nobody's running against them.
And just ruining everybody's life. This is crazy. And people don't think that. They think like, okay, because I'm going to vote for Trump or Biden or whatever, things are changing. And it's them coming up to them and being like, yeah, this is what we're doing in our state.
Your state representatives are really impacting whatever you got going on in your state. I mean, Biden and Trump or whoever, president is the president, but it's more of a fake. The people who really make decisions is going to be your judicial branch, your legislative branch. So you got your House and your Senate. Y'all need to get those people either out or run for yourself.
We got to
stop being scared.
Yeah, something's got to shake. Because we're going to be living in some tents and growing some tomatoes and onions in the backyard and too long.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I recommend that. I'm looking at that for myself.
I definitely want to, me too. For the summer, I definitely want to get some tomatoes, some vegetable trees, whatever. I don't know how to do it. I might think on YouTube. But make it work or something.
Yes.
We can eat those, right? If I grow them in my backyard?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you got, as long as I wouldn't recommend using like no pesticides or something like that. Do natural. That's a lot of our problems, pesticides.
If we do it natural, how do I keep the bugs from getting on it? I can't.
There's ways to get them off of there. There's natural remedies that you can use.
Okay, perfect.
I haven't figured it out yet because I don't have a green thumb. I'm still struggling with my plants.
I think that's what I should try first as a plant, just to make sure I can do it. You smart. You the boss. All right, love. Well, it was a pleasure having you today and giving us all the knowledge. It was great. I mean, that was so much knowledge. That was amazing.
Anytime. I truly appreciate it. It's an honor being on your show.
We definitely got to come back and do relationship talk. We got to do some relationship talk.
I don't think people want my relationship talk because
I do.
I have everybody single. Hey.
She said, I have everybody single. Hey. I want to hear it because I bet you we're on the same page on me because it's just like, yeah,
Yep.
same here. Because it's not it. This man. Yeah, probably why I'm not. That's why I'm single. Oh God. All right. Well, you have a good night and thank you so much. And I'll see you next time.
All right. Have a good night.
You too, love.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, Rick, I definitely need that. Some food for trees. Yeah, clean, stay driven, keep the pressure applied. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. There's somebody at my door. All right. So next time I do have a wonderful special guest next on the 15th. I got 2 dope special guests. Okay. They are bomb. So you guys don't want to miss out. You guys have a wonderful night. Don't forget your goals, the purpose, your why, where you're going. All right. See you next time. Bye. I gotta see who's at this door this late at night.